Have you ever found yourself gripping the handrail a little tighter when walking down the stairs? Or maybe you've caught yourself feeling unsteady on your feet, even when standing still. If so, you're not alone. As we get older, things that once seemed effortless, like walking across the living room or reaching for something on a high shelf, can suddenly feel a bit riskier. But here's the thing. Falling isn't just a normal part of aging. In fact, most falls are completely preventable, and today we're going to talk about the 5 biggest reasons they happen and how you can stay on your feet safe and strong. Now, I want you to imagine this. You're at home, going about your day, maybe getting up to grab a cup of tea or heading to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But in just one split second, you slip, lose your balance, and before you know it, you're on the floor. Maybe you're lucky and it's just a bruise, but maybe it's worse. A broken hip, a head injury, or months of recovery that take away your independence. This is the reality for so many people over 65, and it's not because they're weak or because their bodies have simply given up. It's because small, avoidable risks turn into big, life-changing falls. And that's exactly what we're here to fix. Let's start with one of the biggest, most overlooked reasons people fall. Muscle loss. It happens gradually, so gradually that you might not even notice it. Maybe you feel a little weaker when getting up from a chair, or your legs get tired faster than they used to. That's because after 30, we start losing muscle, and by 60, it accelerates. By the time we hit 70 or 80, we could have lost up to half of our muscle mass if we're not actively working to maintain it. And here's why that's dangerous. Your muscles are what keep you stable. They control your balance, your ability to step up onto a curb, your strength to catch yourself if you trip. Without strong muscles, even a small misstep can send you to the floor. But here's the good news. This isn't permanent. You can rebuild strength at any age. One of the best ways? Chair exercises. Even if you don't feel steady enough to stand for long periods, simply sitting in a sturdy chair and lifting your legs, doing gentle knee extensions, or even standing up and sitting back down repeatedly can help. If you can, adding light resistance training, like using small hand weights or resistance bands, makes a huge difference. Even walking regularly can help keep your legs strong. The goal isn't to become a bodybuilder, it's simply to maintain the strength you already have and prevent more loss. Now let's talk about something even sneakier. Vision changes. You probably already know that eyesight tends to decline with age. Maybe you've noticed it yourself. Words on a page seem blurrier, colors don't look as sharp, or nighttime driving has become more difficult. But what you might not realize is how much these small changes increase your risk of falling. Think about it. If you can't see that uneven sidewalk or you don't notice the edge of a rug curling up, you're far more likely to trip. And here's something most people don't realize. Poor depth perception can trick your brain into thinking the ground is closer or farther away than it really is, making you misstep even in familiar places. So what can you do? First, make sure you're getting regular eye exams at least once a year. A lot of people assume that if they've had the same glasses for a long time and can still see fine, there's no need to check. But even a small shift in your prescription can throw off your balance. And if you have bifocals or progressive lenses, be especially careful. These can sometimes distort your vision when you look down, making stairs and curbs a hidden danger. If that's the case, consider getting a separate pair of glasses just for walking outside. Another easy fix, improve your lighting at home. As we age, we need 3 times more light than younger people to see clearly. That means those dimly lit hallways, shadowy staircases, or even just getting out of bed in the middle of the night could be riskier than you think. Swap out old bulbs for brighter LED lights, add night lights in the bathroom and hallways, and make sure you have a good lamp near your bed so you don't have to fumble around in the dark. And speaking of nighttime, let's touch on one more hidden danger, rushing to the bathroom at night. It's something no one really talks about, but we all experience it. As we get older, it's normal to wake up more often during the night to use the restroom. The problem, when you're half asleep, groggy, and in a hurry, you're way more likely to stumble, trip, or lose your balance. And let's be honest, most people don't turn on the lights because they don't want to wake themselves up completely. That's a huge mistake. If nighttime bathroom trips are common for you, set yourself up for safety. Keep a small nightlight in your room and along your path to the bathroom so you always have enough light. Keep a sturdy chair or piece of furniture nearby that you can hold on to for extra stability. And if you sometimes feel dizzy when standing up quickly, take a moment to sit on the edge of your bed first. Let your body adjust and then get up. These tiny adjustments can be the difference between making it safely to the bathroom or ending up on the floor. Now that we've covered muscle loss, vision changes, and nighttime bathroom trips, let's keep going. There are still more hidden risks that most people don't think about. Risks that could make the difference between staying safe and facing a serious injury. Now that we've talked about muscle loss, vision changes, and the dangers of nighttime bathroom trips, let's focus on another major reason seniors fall: footwear and unsafe flooring. You might not think much about what's on your feet at home. After all, most people prefer comfort. Maybe you like wearing soft slippers, walking barefoot, or just slipping into an old pair of shoes that feel familiar. But here's something most people don't realize. The wrong footwear can be one of the biggest fall risks in your home. Let's talk about slippers first. Most are designed to be cozy, not supportive. They can easily slip off, bend under your feet, or fail to provide enough grip on smooth floors. If they don't have a firm back and a non-slip sole, they're actually working against you. The same goes for walking around in just socks or bare feet. While it might feel natural, socks can be incredibly slippery, especially on hardwood or tile floors. And if you're barefoot, you lose the extra support that a good pair of shoes can provide. So what should you wear instead? The best option is a comfortable, well-fitted shoe with a sturdy sole. Look for shoes with good arch support, a non-slip bottom, and a snug but not tight fit. If you prefer wearing something more relaxed inside the house, go for slippers with a back and a rubber grip sole. The key is to make sure your footwear isn't loose, flimsy, or slippery. But it's not just about what's on your feet. What's under your feet matters just as much. Take a quick look around your home. Do you have rugs, mats, or uneven flooring? If so, you could be walking through a minefield of trip hazards every single day without realizing it. Loose rugs, curled up edges, and even small decorative mats can easily catch your foot and send you tumbling. If you have area rugs, secure them with double-sided rug tape or non-slip backing. Better yet, if they're not necessary, consider removing them altogether. For floors that feel too slippery, adding non-slip mats or textured tape in high-traffic areas, like hallways, kitchens, and bathrooms, can give you extra stability. And if you have old carpets that have started bunching up or creating ridges, it might be time to replace or stretch them out. Now let's move on to something that most people never think about: medications. Did you know that some of the most commonly prescribed medications for seniors can actually increase your risk of falling? It's true, certain drugs can cause dizziness, drowsiness, blurred vision, or even sudden drops in blood pressure when you stand up. And when you're taking multiple medications, something that's very common after 65, the risk can be even higher. For example, blood pressure medications are incredibly important for heart health, but they can sometimes make you feel lightheaded when standing up too quickly. Sleep aids and sedatives can leave you feeling groggy, especially in the morning or if you wake up at night. Painkillers, antidepressants, and even allergy medications can also have side effects that impact balance and coordination. Now, I'm not saying you should stop taking your medications, but you do need to be aware of how they affect you. If you ever feel dizzy, unsteady, or lightheaded, take a look at the medications you're on and talk to your doctor or pharmacist. They might be able to adjust the dosage, change the timing, or even switch you to a different medication with fewer side effects. And here's a quick tip. If you ever feel dizzy when standing up, don't rush. Move slowly, sit up for a few seconds before getting out of bed, and steady yourself before walking. These small habits can make a huge difference. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: dehydration. Most people don't connect dehydration with falling, but it's actually a major risk, especially as we get older. Why? Because when your body doesn't have enough water, it can cause low blood pressure, dizziness, muscle weakness, and even confusion, all of which make you more likely to lose your balance. And here's the tricky part. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes weaker. You might not feel thirsty, but your body still needs hydration. That's why so many seniors don't drink enough water throughout the day without even realizing it. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. If plain water doesn't appeal to you, herbal tea, diluted juice, or even water-rich foods like cucumbers and melons can help. Try keeping a water bottle within easy reach throughout the day. You'll be more likely to sip on it without even thinking. And if you take medications that make you urinate more frequently, make sure you're replenishing the fluids you're losing. Now, we've covered some major hidden risks: footwear, flooring, medications, and dehydration. But there's one more key factor that plays a huge role in preventing falls, and it's something that affects your entire body. We've talked about how footwear, flooring, medications, and dehydration can all contribute to falls. But now let's focus on the final, and perhaps most overlooked, reason seniors fall: lack of strength and balance. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken, and our sense of balance isn't what it used to be. But here's the good news: this doesn't have to be inevitable. You have the power to rebuild strength and improve your balance, no matter your age. And doing so is one of the best ways to prevent dangerous falls. Let's start with why balance declines over time. When you were younger, standing on one foot, climbing stairs, or even catching yourself from a stumble probably felt effortless. That's because your muscles, joints, and brain all work together to keep you steady. But as we get older, our muscles weaken, our reaction times slow down, and our inner ear, one of the key systems for balance, starts to function less efficiently. This means that a small misstep that you would have easily corrected in your 40s or 50s can now turn into a serious fall in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. And if you've already experienced a fall before, you might subconsciously start moving more cautiously, which can actually make things worse. Fear of falling often leads to less movement and more stiffness, which only increases the risk. So how can you break this cycle? The key is building strength and improving your balance with simple daily exercises. And don't worry, you don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment to do this. One of the best ways to start is with chair exercises. Simply sitting in a sturdy chair and practicing standing up without using your hands is a powerful way to strengthen your legs. If that feels too difficult, start by using your hands lightly for support, and over time, try to rely on them less and less. Another easy exercise: standing on one foot while holding onto a chair or countertop. Try lifting one foot a few inches off the ground and holding for 5 to 10 seconds before switching sides. This simple movement strengthens the small stabilizing muscles in your legs and core, which are crucial for balance. And don't forget about walking exercises. Something as simple as walking in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other, like walking on an imaginary tightrope, can dramatically improve your stability. If you need extra support, you can hold on to a wall or a sturdy surface while practicing. Of course, if you want something more structured, activities like Tai Chi and yoga are fantastic for improving balance and flexibility. They help train your muscles and mind to work together, making movements more fluid and controlled. And the best part? You can do them right at home with a simple online video or guided routine. Now, here's something important. Consistency is key. You don't have to spend hours exercising. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a significant difference. The more you practice, the stronger and steadier you'll feel. But let's not stop at exercises. There are other small changes you can make to improve your stability. For example, make sure your home is well lit. Poor lighting, especially in hallways, staircases, and bathrooms, can make it difficult to see obstacles in your path. Installing night lights or using motion-activated lights can help you navigate safely, especially at night. And here's a simple but powerful tip. Always stand up slowly. Many falls happen because of a sudden drop in blood pressure when standing up too quickly. If you've ever felt dizzy after getting out of bed or rising from a chair, take an extra moment to sit upright, steady yourself, and then stand up gradually. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to talk about something just as important as physical health: your mindset. One of the biggest obstacles to preventing falls isn't just physical weakness or poor balance, it's confidence. If you've ever had a close call or a fall before, you might feel hesitant, nervous, or even scared to move freely. But the truth is, the more you believe in your ability to stay steady and strong, the more control you'll have over your movements. Falls are not an unavoidable part of aging. By making small changes, building strength, and staying mindful of your surroundings, you can significantly reduce your risk and keep living life on your terms. So take action today. Check your home for trip hazards, wear proper shoes, stay hydrated, talk to your doctor about your medications, and start incorporating balance exercises into your routine. Your body and your future self will thank you for it. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. And if you want more tips on staying strong, healthy, and independent, don't forget to subscribe. Here's to living with confidence, strength, and stability at any age.